Hello and good morning. I'm sure that you had a peaceful and relaxing and prosperous and grateful start to your day. And if that wasn't the case for you, my intention is that during this time there's a shift. If you are experiencing stress, feel free to let it go. While I was doing yoga yesterday, learning from the man Chance York, he said that a thought can be as simple as a breath. So when we breathe, it comes and it goes. It doesn't stay. And we have that same choice with our thoughts. And therefore, we're able to choose what thoughts we want to really have more often and what other thoughts we simply want to let go. Thoughts can come and go. Just like the breath. So, I've had quite a few insights this morning. Insights. Been a great way to start the day. One was shared from my fiance Sandra, and what she shared was from The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. You have to think that what you're doing is important. We have to feel that what we're doing is important to get value out of it. So, for example, I do believe that what I'm doing in terms of teaching is valuable. However, I also believe that what I'm doing with the meal drop-offs is valuable. I think it's important. I think that those services are important. And because of that, they're simple to do. So if we don't think that what we're doing is important, one, how can we change our perspective to realize the important piece of the puzzle that it is? And two, how can I find myself to be in a better situation? Ultimately, if what we're doing with our lives we don't feel is important, we probably shouldn't be doing it. We don't want to do things out of routine or just because. We want to do things because they're moving us towards our ideal self. So do what we feel is important. That same thing with each aspect of our life. What's important to having a healthy relationship with my mom? What's important to having a healthy relationship with my body? What's important to having a healthy relationship with my spirit? Let's do what's important. Let's do what's important. What do I feel is my purpose on earth? That's the work that I should be doing because I know that it's important because it's my purpose. There are too many people out there who are living out of their purpose and therefore living an unfulfilled life. And in addition to that, out of the Dr. Dispenza book, we're talking about identity and the gap in between the identity that you show to others and who you really are inside. And we want to close that gap as much as possible so that who you really are is who others know you as. Also, going on with that, accepting the yin and yang of life. Although we can be mostly good, good is still dancing with evil, mixed right in. In this dichotomy world, probably nearly impossible to live a fully pure life. So something else that I'd like to share in regards to focus or in regards to feeling important is how important it is to pay attention. I suppose this relates to thoughts as well, what we put our attention on. So, what we place our attention on will determine how much we get paid. What we choose to pay attention to will determine our pay. So if we pay attention to valuable, self-development, purposeful, driven actions, well, then we'll get paid in that type of return. If we pay attention to selfish, greedy, limited, scarce thoughts and information, competitive, then that will be what we get paid with. So I would rather pay attention. If what I pay attention to is going to determine what I get paid, I'd rather pay attention to what I want to see in my life. Pay attention to joy, pay attention to abundance, pay attention to giving, pay attention to charity, pay attention to love, kindness, wealth, health, flexibility, strength, freedom, confidence. I'm going to pay attention to those things. I'm definitely going to pay attention to my purpose. I'm going to pay attention to myself. Stop allowing so many outer influences to influence how we feel. Paul Harvey, old-time speaker, radio gentleman, said, this was in a poem called A Letter from God, and he said, I never had any of those books written in a way that you would follow them more than you follow your own heart. So I will look that up for yourself, A Letter from God by Paul Harvey. So again, none of the books were written in a way that you should follow them over the guidance of your own heart. Essentially meaning the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, anything was written by a man. And none of them did it perfect. And that was simply there to be a resource. However, your heart, your intuition is really the voice of God, the voice of life, directing you in whatever direction your life is meant to go. Everything happens on purpose. Everything was meant to happen. There are no coincidences. Simply different angles, different waves of energy coinciding, fitting perfectly together. I wish you all a great rest of your day. Let's stay positive. Let's stay growth orientated. Let's stay focused. Let's stay prosperous. The world is your oyster, and I don't know what that means. Much love. Peace.